Konnichiwa, you little cream puffs, you. We're gonna play a little bit of Enlisted today, because I'm getting over a bit of a throat cold, and I need something a bit nice and relaxing, you know? And World War II is quite relaxing. It's fairly low stress, you know? Because I can't be too lazy either. It's very important, very important. We're on that Twitch grind, except we're not on Twitch, of course, because Twitch is a platform for losers and cam girls. I value the cam girls more than losers, incidentally, but details. So, let's begin by engaging with our audience. I hear that's important. We are going to have a little bit of a poll pop up there. See which faction you would prefer that we start out with. We might not play just that faction, but for a good old bit at the very least. And there are 4 to choose from. The USSR, basically dev, which is true. They are communists. Nobody likes them. They're overpowered as shit, because, you know, that's just the fate of Russia in all video games, apparently. There's America. Or more correctly, there's British people pretending to be Americans. As the British conquered America in the 1930s, I believe. Germany, they require no introduction. They are the primary reason why, whenever somebody learns about World War II, their first reaction is indeed to say, chill. And of course, Japan. Yeah. Sadly, I don't know of any mods that makes them all wear little cat ears in this mod. You could do that in War Thunder. You could just make all of your aircraft look like flying little cherry blossoms or something like that. You could paint giant anime girls in all of the aircraft, but then Gaijin realized that they could charge for that, and they haven't been quite as willing to introduce customized skins ever since. Weird. Mysterious, even. One might almost think they're greedy, filthy little shits, but no. No one would ever accuse Gaijin of being filthy, greedy shits, now would they? Not unless they made sure that Gaijin could hear them anyways. 37% to 35%. It's a close run race between Germany über alles and Japan, ja. Dev, last place. Of course. America putting up a surprisingly poor showing today. 1% separate the weeb from the weeaboo, from the wereaboos. 1 percentage point. 2, okay. The wereaboos are pulling ahead. Oh, no. Oh, dead even. The weebs. Oh, God, the weebs. The weebs are pulling off a last-minute effort. 38%. 77 votes. Alright, voting is slowing down. $38, 80 votes. Okay. The weebs have it. Oh, by 1%. Damn. Okay. Japan. Oh, God help me. Okay. I'm noticing that it's a bit weirdly... Hold on a second there. Transform... Is it? No. No, it's fine. I'm just seeing things. Never mind. Oh, well, that was quick. What-i-da? You're gonna hear that be shouted a lot throughout this, by the way. Alright, Japan, eh? Of course you'd pick Japan, wouldn't you? See, some people have accused Japan of being imbalanced, of being underpowered. I vehemently disagree with these assessments, because for a faction to be poorly balanced, well, that implies that there has been some sort of balance effort at all. I do not believe that anyone ever attempted to make Japan even remotely balanced to the other factions. I do not believe that for a second. I'm pretty sure Gaijin just slapped a Japanese flag on the shittest piece of equipment they could and said, good enough. Whomsoever decides to play these bastards, well, Get stuffed. Now, to be fair, there are certain pieces of equipment that the Japanese have that isn't complete dog shit. For example, ooh, nice artillery strike there. Oh, that sounded close. We seem to be losing this point very, very quickly. I'd rather we didn't. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that, though. Team, it would be highly advantageous if more of you would, of course you are. If more of you would actually be on the point. No? Please, seriously, we actually need human beings on top of this place. See, I was sort of kind of expecting them to, Alright, where are you, you little dirty shitbag? I know you were under here. You still under here? People do like hiding under these. For obvious reasons. Hello! Get shot in the ass, and get shot in the ass again. There you go. Suck it, whore. Right, I have a sniper rifle. Less than ideal for the sort of engagement ranges that we are currently dealing with. Hi. I couldn't see you there through the dumbass piece of rock in front of me. Oh, God, this is going to be such a nightmare. Out of the truck, boys. Oh, this LMG. I don't know if I hate it or I love it. I am genuinely not sure. That's probably an artillery barrage or a mortar, I'm not sure. On the one hand, an LMG with a scope is potentially very novel and potentially very powerful as well. On the other hand, it's also an LMG with a 20-round magazine, which is fucking awful. Also, I really need to get down there and kill their spawn points if we're gonna have any real chance of doing shit here, but to do that, we also need to get past the 50 people hiding in the ruins. Hello. I bet you there's some Americans over there. Yes, but there are even more Americans behind those Americans. Get shit fucked. Hello, that is unfortunate. How dare you? Thank you, whoever that was. Appreciate it.
Fire is the answer.
Also, that sounded like a large thump right behind me. It wasn't. Good. Why did... I thought I shot you in the guts with a bolt-action sniper rifle. I figured that would put you down. Apparently not. Alright, so their spawn point is indeed right over there. I gotta kill it. Gotta kill it. Gotta trust my little retarded allies to be able to hold the point until then. Easier said than done. Oh, hello there. Okie dokie. Yep. Especially as they're also pushing through that exact same place that I need to go to try and deal with their spawn points. I see people have already set themselves up under there. Yep. That was a very lucky shot. Either that or I was somewhere completely different on his screen. One out of two. Both happen with disturbing frequency in this video game. I do recommend Enlisted, by the way. I'm just also going to point out that you had better get used to getting shot through walls. That is going to happen a lot in this video game, because the connection between the video game and the server is one of the worst in video game history, pretty much straight up. Okay, that hit you, but very well. Literally, oh god, it has some of the worst server connectivity I have ever seen. And it's not intolerably bad, you know, you get used to it pretty quick, but it is definitely something you notice. It also has one of the most cancerous play bases when it comes to hiding. See, I'll give you a little bit of a secret here. I'll reveal to you something about shooter games that I'm sure none of you have ever thought about, but every single shooter game, same video game. Minor differences in aesthetics and sound design here and there, but basically exact same video game. It's mostly about getting to shoot your enemy from a position that they don't expect you to be shooting them from. Enlisted is no exception to this rule, and since the maps are fairly large, the best way to do it is to set up spawn points. Since you can set up spawn points anywhere, you can be a real frustrating little piece of shit in this game. I highly recommend you be a frustrating piece of shit, because it is literally the way the game is meant to be played. Which is also why hunting down spawn points is probably the single most important thing you can possibly do in the entire game. And the single most important thing the enemy can do is denying you the ability to hunt down their spawn points. Damn it. I was hoping I could finish him off. God, how I wish this thing had more bullets inside of it. Nice try, buddy. Yep, I was killed by the fucking explosion there, I think, before. The giant red circles on the map, by the way, is a strategic bombing run, which you can call in. I personally consider these strategic bombing runs to be... Oh, I hear a spawn point here. Seriously, die. What the... Okay, there you go. Uh-huh. I personally consider the spawn points to not only be an enormous waste of time, but also actually an active detriment to your own team. Because whilst you're calling in... Oh, you didn't destroy our... Oh, that's very silly of you. That is extraordinarily foolish of you, because that means I get to do that. And now you have one less spawn point. What was I on about? Ah, yes. Because if you do that, you actually don't get to call in artillery strikes. And the artillery strikes have a much shorter cooldown time, meaning that you get to call in a lot more of them, a lot more frequently. You're already dead. This means that you can actually put a lot more pressure on the enemy and a lot more defensive pressure on your own points by continuously calling in strikes rather than one really big one that happens quite rarely. Put up some mines there, because why not? Die, 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 die. Now, I definitely do see why people like the giant bombing runs, because they're huge, and occasionally, especially if you're playing against a team full of bots, it can gain you like 20-30 kills in one attack, which is unsurprisingly appealing. I'm currently getting shot through the cover here, which means that there's some sort of heavy machine gun over there, probably. God damn it. Well, I mean... If you all want to stay over there, I don't necessarily mind, because the capture point is here, so... Oh. Remember what I said about getting around the enemy? Yeah, that. Also, I'm about out of bullets, which is an unfortunately common happenstance for the Japanese.
Fire is the answer.
Nobody built like a bullet box anywhere, eh? No, of course not. Oh no, there's one. If I can somehow get to it. Bullet box, thank you. Also, that's almost certainly going to be a spawn point, so let's head over there and try to deal with it. I think this is a friendly bombing run, is it? Not sure. Yeah, there's definitely... Aha, there we go, yep, plenty of Americans. This little Nambu SMG is one of fairly few weapons I would... Oh, I shouldn't have got off the point, I guess. Apparently I was the only one standing on it. Unfortunate. I was. Huh. Hi, what are you doing? Oh, nope, you're Japanese. Let's see. Tnijnev, RT question, Arch. If Rogue Trader approached Adelblad with the request of one of his great-granddaughter's hand in marriage, how would he react? Well, he would understand that he either accepts this great honor and privilege that's being bestowed upon him, or he's going to be put inside of a small box and ejected into space. It is the only conceivable outcome as far as I'm concerned. Hello, little American. I am behind you. I am the cancer that I warn others about. In my own defense, you know, you pushed the point. I was already behind you. You can't really complain. So, Jard, with HW3 being a disappointment, Homeworld 3, I'm presuming. Well, I don't know if it's a disappointment yet. The roguelite mode is certainly not very interesting. The new control system is inferior, in my opinion, to the old one. Not a massive fan of it. I mean, graphically, it's quite nice. So I think we need to... I think we need to wait a bit longer before we can, you know, declare it bad or anything, but... Okay. Oh, hello. Excuse me a moment, Americans. Oh, you whiffed. Yeah, but your rest of your team didn't. These RTS games might be of interest. Hyperwar, Era 1, Ephemeris, Empire of Ants, Soil, Dying Breed. That was a lot of words you just spoke at me. Oh, are those? Yep. I have been looking at Empire of Ants a little bit, though. That does look kind of cute. I do hope it's good. We shall see. Hi. Screw you very much. Oh, for Christ. See, when you hit people with a flamethrower, it does actually do like a stunny thing to them. But far too often, people get very, very, very lucky. And it does annoy me tremendously. Especially since I very rarely get that lucky. Alright, I have no idea. I hate this map, by the way. This map has too much stuff on it. And the problem with too much stuff on it is that this is very much a gaijin game. Which means that if you simply turn down your graphical fidelity, you will be able to see things that other people can't, because there are bushes in the way. It makes these maps a little bit of a pain for people who play on anything above the absolute minimum fucking settings. Alright, let's put down artillery barrage there. And that tank is already dead. Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. The American attackers are doing the good old, let's just try to outkill them strategy. It almost always fails. It's a sign of having given up, usually. I do this too. When the game is obviously not going your way and you're just like, I don't want to play the video game anymore. And then you just try to whore kills, which is exactly what they're doing right now. They're not even attacking the point anymore. They're just trying to find a bolt hole to get a few kills from. Uh-oh. Yep, that's a lot of Americans. Okay, got one or more of them with the hand grenades. Actually, no. Multi-kill. 4. Okay. Good enough. Bertrusi William donated $2 Canadian. Thank you very much. And Bullock72 on Rumble. #1 USA's Hutch fan checking in. Thank you. Right, well, there does seem to be Americans over there, roundabout. If there are Americans over there, there might be a spawn point's worth of Americans over there. No? Okay, that was less than ideal. I can feel an American bullet about to bore into my back. Yep. There isn't a spawn point over there. They're actually just walking it. Again, presumably I'm half expecting them to have just given up on this point and being like, meh. Which is unusual. Normally it's the Japanese that need to be giving up at this point. Oh, come the hell on. Good day to you, sir. Cheeky little mine there. Somebody's played for the Americans. Fire, 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 fire. You may kill me, but I don't give a fuck. I'm the defender. All I need to do is keep you away, and I will get twice your number of points from winning. Isn't it beautiful? It is. It kind of is. I do despise the hay rifle. That seemed like a hit to me, but very well video game. The hay rifle, the Japanese semi-automatic. I think about, 7 of them were actually made in real life. Oh, that's a spawn point. But the Japanese needed something to at least allow them to put up a theoretical tiny bit of resistance against the American Garand, and worse still. Which is nice. I just wish they'd given us something a little bit more better than the hay rifle. With 6 rounds in the magazine, a bit of a lengthy reload process, and a truly disappointing damage. The hay rifle is probably my single most hated weapon in the entire video game. And that's saying something. Oh well, the iron sights on it is okay, you know, that's 1 point of praise. It's sort of, kind of comfortable to aim with, in a way. You know, at least compared to most of the other Japanese rifles, who are horrible to aim with, so there's that. It also has what I can only describe as a cone in front of it when it comes to accuracy. You know, don't get me wrong.
Fire is the answer.
I don't expect bolt action precision from my semi-automatics, although the Garand does give you that. Hell, M1 Carbine gives you that. But when I pull the trigger of a, 1940s, 30s weaponry, I do expect the bullet to arrive at something resembling the tip of my weapon, rather than the conal musket form of the hay rifle. 25 music bolt action rifle. Okay, I do need more bolt action kills. Capture a strategic point and win 2 battles. Alright. Jonathan Smith, hello to my favorite parasocial relationship. Please keep making love with your Norwegian accent to my ears. By the way, your English is amazing. It flows. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wow. A victory with the Japanese. A rarity. You're not going to be seeing many of those. The one and only... Okay, so the Japanese have 2 weapons that I would consider to be on par, at least, with the American and Allied arsenal. The one is the Type 97 LMG, because of its scope sight, which is cute, and if you get set up properly, it can be very effective. Only problem is you run out of ammo in about 5 seconds, but details. And the Nambu Type 1, primarily because of its enormous magazine of 50 rounds, which is pretty damn kick-ass. Granted, the Nambu has a dreadful fire rate and abhorrently low damage, but, you know, there are certain things you can do with 50 bullets that you can't with 30, so... The real Halcinator, Palworld is good, Arch. It has sexy anime women, Arch. Definitely doesn't steal your soul, Arch. Join us. Join us. Join us. Even Halcinator's wallet is not large enough to make me play Palworld. See, it's popular now. I don't like playing popular things. I was quite interested in Palworld before it came out and became a huge success. Now I don't want to play it. Because, you know, I'm contrarian like that.
Guarantees citizenship.
Ghostman, he is right. It also has free beer and cat kills. Well, the longer I wait, the more porn mods will undoubtedly be released for it. I'm waiting for the Breeder Edition. Oh, God, this is taking a while. See, I think they could switch out the little wheel on the Japanese thing. Instead of, like, searching for a gaming session, it should read something along the lines of... Searching for a group of burly sailor men with far too much body here to gangbang you viciously and violently in the arse. Because that's usually what happens. Oh, man, we're on the attack, are we? Well, thank you. I do have a... I'm not sure if I'm going to thank you just yet. Usually tends to be a one-sided fucking slaughterhouse for the poor Japanese, but we'll try. I do quite... Ooh. Yeah, so a lot of people playing the Japanese, aren't there? This tends to be an indication that half the match is going to be occupied with Japanese bots. Beep. I quite like the new Mechanized units, incidentally. I mean, Mechanized, this isn't... They call the new branch of unlockables, well, it's not even a branch yet, it is a vehicle, but they call them Mechanized, and I'm presuming they're eventually going to add in more, you know, actually mechanized stuff to it. But the idea of having a mobile spawn point is pretty cute, in my opinion. I like it. Now, the handful of actually mechanized vehicles, like the German Sonderkraftfahrzeug, are... Hi, you're just kind of leaning out there, aren't you? Are kind of terrible right now. Mostly because they decided to try and balance them. And they balanced them. Hi, don't throw grenades. That's very rude. They decided to balance them by... Ooh. Oh, baby, you're making me all hot bothered, aren't you? Okay, you're probably coming around. Yep. I figured, bitch. I read you like an open book, American capitalist fascist pig dog whore. I knew you'd try to come around there and get into my sweet Japanese ass pussy. I knew that for a fact I did. Okay, I'm liking this. We're apparently up against an American team of nothing but mouth-breathing retards. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Please, give me your weapon, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Ah. My enormous killing spree was brought to an end. Hello, I've got a rocket launcher. That was less remarkable than I'd hoped, honestly. I was kind of expecting there to just be a shower of little British and American guts emerging there, but... No. Damn, somebody doesn't like this house very much. What was I on about? I've completely lost my track of thought in that 24 kill streak. Ooh. Nice. This is what I... Swimming Amerikanskis? 9. Not on my watch, you don't. Oh, fucking dipping Americans. Lobbing out and out of the water. I had a train of thought. I've long since lost it. But yes, I quite like this part about Enlisted, when you just, you know, you call in an amazing air bombing strike. and you kill a bunch of Americans, I'm seeing shots coming from this direction. Are those Japanese shots or American shots? And we're also killing the absolute shit out of them, which I also appreciate. It's a nice sensation, being the one doing the cream pieing instead of getting cream pied for once as the Japanese. You know, you can hardly blame the Americans. The Japanese are well known for their tight and readily acceptable... Hello. Lee Enfield number 4, eh? I do like that. But I'll keep my Type 99. I actually don't mind the Type 99. Actually, 3 weapons that the Japanese have that are at least on par with most of the Allied equivalents. The Type 99, not at all a bad bolt-action rifle. A very good damage, a fairly comfortable sight, not as good as the British Lee Enfield, mind you, but it's not too shabby. You know, nowhere near as offensively bad as certain other Japanese rifles. And hello there. 2, 3, 4. Decided to make himself scarce, did he? I hate the sound the doors in this game do make, because they sound exactly like mines. I am suspicious of that loft. Uh-huh. Damn it. He's hiding like a little woman. Alright, well. He can hide like a little woman all he wants so long as I get his point. You know, Americans, I think what we have here is a classic case of an American team that get a little bit too interested in trying to get the kills. And in so doing, they completely forget that the entire objective of the video game is not actually to kill your enemy. It is to take their dirt from them. It is to claim their clay for your own. And sure, I hear you. And sure, killing the enemy is an excellent way of preventing them from taking your dirt from you, but there's a machine gun up there. Let's see if I can somehow not get killed by that. Also, I'm not sure... Yeah, those are friendly bombers. I don't need to worry about that then. But one needs to... That's a tank, isn't it? One needs to balance one's desire to kill one's enemy and pad one's stats against the need of winning the video game. This is about the worst possible place for a fucking call-in point in the history of ever. Yes. That was about 100% inevitable. Kind of want to go tank hunting. Tanks are worth a lot of money. Hey, all setter, LMAO arch, elitism prevents him. Never change. Ooh, 2 tanks too. Okay, hold on. Ah, they're grey line camping too. Yeah, we've definitely got a nice big case here of kill camping Amerikanskis. Because grey line camping is when you put a vehicle inside of the grey line that the opposing team cannot enter. This is done in efforts to, you know, prevent people from doing the natural thing. Because if in a shoot game, the only real winning strategy is to flank, which is the truth in every single shoot game ever invented so far, then the natural continuation of that is, of course, to just continue flanking until there's virtually no fucking map left to flank on. And And so to prevent this, the game developers introduced the idea of grey zones. Which I think, in theory, is a wonderful notion. Damn it. I was hoping to maybe get the tanks in a decent spot there. Not really. Though it can also feel incredibly frustrating, of course, as you're moving around an enemy heavy machine gun only to realize that no. The video game has determined that the enemy machine gun is a little bit outside of your prerogative to kill, actually. But he's right there, and he's killing all of my dudes. Yes, well, tough shit, Buttercup. It's pretty much how I imagine the video game to be. Well, on the bright side, we are absolutely face-rolling them, so... God, yes. Yep. All of them have like 20, 15 odd kills. Yeah, it's a little bit too much kill whoring, not quite enough playing the video game, I'm afraid. You know... pretty close, too. Oh. No, that wasn't me, tragically. Well, nice and quick. 2 wins. A very large rarity. Oh, God, fortifications. Okay. On the happy side of things, the mechanized unit does level up really fast. I feel like leveling it up is almost pointless, mind you, as I'll be switching it out almost as quickly as I get it, but the Type 99 LMG is a straight downgrade from the Type 97 LMG. Literally, straight downgrade. And you get in there. Bomb exploding this time. Very well. This map. This map can have some cute points of Overwatch. Zero Firewater Rumble says, hello Archley, I'm looking forward to D&D where Axe will somehow lead the party into trouble. It is entirely possible. We should take a poll. What side chat on is in the VV Rags civil war that's currently ongoing. It is a fierce conflict. A merciless conflict. Let's see, can I can brace myself against this window. At least to a degree. But... unfortunately... oh, that's a pretty good artillery bombardment. Unfortunately for me... no, hold on. God damn it. Brace yourself against the windowsill, you stupid Japanese muppet. Like, but sir... that would be cheating. Precious little to see from my... I mean, this is a great vantage point. Absolutely amazeballs. I just wish there was some enemies to shoot at. With my sniper rifle LMG as well. Even braced, this thing bucks like a madman. Oh, come on. Right, well, I have achieved absolutely nothing and generally just deprived my team of a squad. I guess I shall come down off my high perch and try to be useful. Even if I'm not necessarily a fan of it. Maybe this camping spot is more profitable. Americans. And an American sniper as well, as it turns out. Okay, do I have another 97? I do. Okay. If I was him, I would be just staring at this point right now. Let's give him a second to maybe get bored. God. I thought you were supposed to be braced. Apparently not. Well, never mind. Well, so much for my rest of my squad. And they're mostly holding me back anyways. The filthy Amerikanische appear to be defending this point far more energetically. I saw you up there, little piece of shit sniper. That looked like a very large weapon that just flew past. Alright, time to go tank hunting. I wish the Japanese had a slightly better anti-tank weapon. Don't mind if I do. This rocket launcher is not the worst thing in the universe, but it's not the best either. Oh, you piece of shit. That was mine. Fucking... yeah. I wanted that one. Americans.
Service guarantee safe.
Pig dogs, all of them. Well, we're taking the point, so I think I am actually not going to want to move out from this little spot right now. Come on, pop your head up. This, incidentally, is the upgraded hay rifle. It is a gold order weaponry, which means that you have to unlock it via an extraordinarily limited resource, of course. And now there's a tank, obviously. It's like I just used up the last of my anti-tank ammunition. Oh, there's a tank. Don't put barbed wire in front of exits, dumbasses. Well, this is going to be pure suicide if they've actually moved anybody up to defend this point. Guess we'll find out. The gold orders can be usually gained from the battle passes. The battle passes in this game are actually... another poor tank killed before I could get to it. Are mostly actually sort of kind of reasonable. which is a stark departure from the usual modus operandi of Gaijin Entertainment. But I'm sure that they're just trying to, you know, lure people into a false sense of security before continuing on with their ridiculous monetization strategy. That is no way I can get away with this, but I'll try. Gaijin Entertainment is, of course, wildly known for having some of the shittest... Oh, somebody found my mine. Okay, nice. Having some of the most shittily egregious monetization strategy in human history. They are awful. Awful, awful, awful. And they've ruined War Thunder, which is a tragedy, and I'm actually going to get away with this. Wow. Why on God's good earth would you let me do that? I mean, frankly, that's just dumb. Oh, well, I had no right. No right whatsoever. None. What was that about? Oh, yes, they ruined War Thunder. War Thunder was considered to be a genuine, actual, honest-to-God competitor, of course, to World of Warships, no, World of Warships, World of Tanks for quite some time there, before they moved on to then make World of Warships and Warplanes and all that other nonsense. Genuine competitor. But through their ass-backwards monetization, they managed to turn themselves from a competitor to a barely relevant alternative. And even that, even calling them an alternative, it's a little bit generous in this day and age, to be entirely honest with you. That implies that people might actually, you know, give a shit about them. Which would be a most filthy lie. Which is, again, an absolute tragedy, because as a game, War Thunder is vastly superior to World of Tanks in almost every single solitary regard. Like, it's got way better combat, it's got way better like, modeling, etc. It's got way better graphics. Good God, it's not even comparable. And yet, this clearly qualitatively superior game was completely violated by a company's unending need to screw over their players. For no other particular reason than to just screw over their players, I genuinely believe. That is a level 2 flamethrower as well, I can tell, because it has literally infinite range. Which is kind of terrible. Yeah. Awful. Reverend Norse, while I find Ranks a bit too passive, I do like that he tries more than some roleplay. His character, I personally dislike V's playstyle much more. V's playstyle is divisive, as V's playstyle is, not playing the role-playing game, and instead just playing V. This is such a terrible approach. We really need another spawn point that isn't walking over this enormous area of flat land. And God help me. I do absolutely hate V when he decides to make things interesting. Because it's always because he finds it interesting. That's my biggest complaint. Like, oh hey guys, things are going well. I want to ruin this. I want to drag us into something. I've decided that everyone needs to fucking humor my shit now. Like, no. No, V. I don't want to humor your shit. I don't feel like it half the time. I don't want you to drag me off on it. I'm not interested in opening the demon book. I don't want to go on a dumbass adventure. That is by far V's worst quality as a human being. And Ranks is the exact opposite. Whereas V takes 20 seconds to find some way to piss everyone off and ruin everything for everyone involved, Ranks finds 20 minutes to do the same. But in the opposite direction. Oil and fucking water, those two. Motorcycle. Lovely. Stupid, but lovely. Uh-huh, yep. I was trying to get out of there, but... Absolute passivism versus absolute assertiveness. It is not going to work out very well, in my opinion. God, this weapon does do fucking piddly damage. I'm glad he's got 50 bullets. Oh. Well, I'm very sorry, video game, for trying to go over there. That clearly was a little bit too far. I'll go over here instead. Oh, no, I'm not allowed to go over there either. Okay. See, that was kind of why I was pushing over in this direction of video game, to avoid being shot in the back by the people I know were sitting up there. We'll just put a little mine down here. That'll piss them off. I can also hear their reinforcement points, and I really want to destroy it, but... Can I get up there without getting executed by my own command structure? Nope. Ooh, hello there, Grade Lining. We've got a tank sitting up in the mountains there. I think there's a kind of tank over there, too. Yeah, the opposition team has kind of given up again. Alright, well, let's see if we can hunt down the tanks to make taking the last objective a little easier then. And, a little artillery bombardment. Operkoi, who beside Yamashita was competent in the Imperial Japanese Army? I don't know if anybody was. Honestly, the Japanese Army had very little of value to do throughout pretty much the entire campaign. Which was part of the problem, unsurprisingly. Hello. Yep, he suicided himself, I think. Yep, he did. He saw that I was flanking, and so he decided to kill himself instead of getting killed. Now that's War Thunder, right there. Now that is a War Thunder player, you can tell. And hey, I might consider doing the same thing sometimes. See, games like these breed a certain... a certain pettiness into people. Unironically, they breed a certain pettiness into people, which I almost half appreciate. Let's build that there. Build that there. That'll force people to take cover behind my sandbag, which will give me points towards my arbitrary thingy-bob objective. Right. I'd love to get some tanks. I want to kill tanks. I wish for tank kills. Oh. I can hear my tank kill coming. But I can also see my tank kill shooting at my friends in front. Providing me with what we often call a bit of a conundrum. Ah, yeah, I ain't getting over there. Alright. Oh, God. Yeah, storming in there is going to be hellish. Am I? Okay, that deals with that. There's a tank on the hill overlooking it. Oh yeah, okay, right, I'm gonna try to go for the tank because they're all camping that opening, so I'm gonna try and go around it. Hi. Hi there. That's a lot of you, isn't it? Now, I know that's the player, because, yep, you tried to move into cover and bandage yourself. Which means I chase you down, and the rest of your retarded allies will be dead meat. And then I fucked that man's entire squad to death. And he cried and he screamed. But unfortunately, he has about 5 friends also sitting over there. Yes, yes, run over to the grenade I just dropped. Well, that was mildly amusing. Screw it. At this point, we've already got the point, so... Well, they're disarming it, are they? Oh. This point can be mildly hellish. Uh-oh. I peeked out there specifically to see if I could avoid somebody shooting me at the moment I came out of there. Oh, you're friendly. That explains why it took you so long to die from the flamethrower. Oh, nice. They discovered my artillery barrage. How good for them. Here. Have a gift. No, I don't want your gift. Oh, well, I wouldn't give for a level 2 flamethrower. White phosphorus is only a war crime in the real world, not in Enlisted. A very important distinction to be made. Ding, 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 ding. Wow! I'm very not used to winning as Japan. This is a bit unsettling, if I'm to be entirely honest. You're not supposed to win games as Japan. That's not how that works. Still need 2 more of those. Zero Firewater, Rumble, Archley. I at least prefer V's random bullshit instead of slowing down the session for no reason. Also, the purple woman needs to talk more. He does. Dev has a nervous reaction towards any sort of even the most low-level, low-key, basic role-playing. He really does. And it's very difficult to bring it out of him. Even when you do get him to speak, he just speaks Canadian. But as the character. It's like, hello there, King, eh? You okay, eh? I'm sorry, eh? God damn it. What's the problem here is that Rags and V will, in both their ways, and Dev as well, will spend an hour finally arriving at the conclusion that Arch arrived at immediately upon seeing the very first screen of the adventure. That is unironically what happens. We saw it with the cultists. Sargon is like, oh hey, there's a heretical shrine in the church. And I'm like, okay, heretics, burn them, kill them, beat them to death, do it now. And everyone else like, hold on there a second. We don't know that this obviously heretical shrine is heretical. It could be, something else. Yes, but it's exceptionally unlikely. And lo and behold, it turned out to be exceptionally unlikely. The Queen is evil. Hold on there. We only know that her tiara was discovered in an area that created an evil undead lich thing that is specifically created via, pain and suffering and grudges. We don't know that the Queen is evil. Oh, no. I mean, we don't know that Hitler was behind the Holocaust either, for that matter. We haven't even got any signed document proof, and yet many people leap to wild conclusions about Hitler's ideas about Das Juden. Weird. when the strange man wearing the Robin Hood outfit stops us on the road, heading to the place where we've been told repeatedly that people keep getting ambushed by strange people wearing Robin Hood outfits. Everyone else goes, hold on there, he could not be the leader of the bandits, he might just be a random stranger waylaying us for no particular fucking reason. Yes. Again, that is possible, but exceedingly unlikely. Also, my fucking truck is stuck. Yay, my truck is unstuck. It might please you to know that Japanese brakes are really bad. Please don't stop in the middle of the road. You're gonna stop in the middle of the road. Okay. Let me just squeeze in past you right there, senor. And make my way right around over here. There. And we'll just park that there. And, yep, that is the classic hill tank on top of hill strategy. It is one frequently used, to be fair, by both sides. I do enjoy parking on top of a hill myself whenever I have the option to do so. Bombers as well, huh? Very adventurous. Right, where are you, freedom-loving pig dogs? Dog pigs? All of my friends are dead. I'm the last one alive. Actually, no, I'm not. There's 2 more people alive over me. Unironically, where I... okay, actually, they should be, you know, charging up the beaches and shit by now. Are they all camping up in the hills? God help me, they are, aren't they? Ah, mother... They are, aren't they? Goodness gracious. They are! We've pushed all the way up to their fucking base point. Oh my Jesus. What is with the American teams today? Okay, come on. I need some bolt-action rifle kills. Just stand still, you bitch. Stand still, please. It's difficult to hit you at this range as it is. I'm basically aiming at pixels here. Little, cheeky, fucking shitbirds. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. It's gonna be another one of those. God. Yep. Tank on hill. My KD's been terrible today because it's just been game after game after game of this now. Every single solitary round has been Americans camping at maximum distance. Just hiding in the corner there. Yo. How did that not take your head off? I am genuinely confused. Oh, he's Japanese. Don't shoot the Japanese people. Like, good God. I feel like the Americans just don't want to win games today. Don't get me wrong, I love indulging in a little bit of kill whoring myself, don't get me wrong, but there's a difference between kill whoring and literally not partaking in the fun and game of things. I'd love to try to kill those tanks, but there is like no way. They are so deep in the gray. the point? No. Can I mount it here? I can, but... Oh god, the even worse one. Ah, yes. This is why this machine gun is considered pretty much to just be a straight downgrade from the other machine gun, because, it's really hard to hit anything with this thing. I keep leaning over to my own left, trying to see that past the enormous magazine. Weirdly enough, leaning in reality, in real life, does not actually change all that much your point of view in-game. I know, it's strange, and yet it seems to be a pretty unavoidable truth as well. Well, thank you, Americans, for at least sending a few dudes up here so I could get some kills. Very nice of you. I appreciate the effort. Right, apparently I'm gonna need more bullets. Wait, are you not an engineer? Oh, you're an engineer. Okay. Oh, they finally took it. I mean, with 2 tanks camping on the hill, I would sort of, kind of expect them to. Ah, the more basic Type 99. With its absolutely atrocious iron sights. This is straight up one of the worst iron sights in the game, in my opinion. Because the middle iron sight is obfuscated by the sides of the iron sight and also the front aims of the iron sight. It draws your eye to like 4 different points at the same time, and none of them are the actual, you know, aiming point. I don't see how you managed to shoot me through that solid log wall, but you did. Right, let's try and hunt some of those tanks, because otherwise they're going to be grey line camping over there until the end of time, and I'd rather they didn't. Let me guess, the moment I switch over into a tank of my own, they both got killed, didn't they? Of course. Of course they did. God fuck me. I am... God, Jesus, this has been such a terrible fucking round. Oh, unbelievable. I blame speaking and playing at the same time. I'm normally at the top of the scoreboard in this fucking game, but not today. On the other hand, I haven't actually lost a game either, so I'm happy for that. Alright, big, dumb, stupid tank thing. Let's see if I can get you into something that resembles a firing position. The Huni is not a good tank. I don't think anyone would ever accuse it of being a good tank. It is big, it is lumbering, it's a turretless tank destroyer, which is about the worst thing you could possibly imagine in a game like this, where the maps are big for infantry, but they're pretty small in vehicle terms. This is a dreadful position, and it's going to take me forever to get to another position. God help me. It is also remarkably underpowered for its engine, which is strange because it doesn't actually carry any armor, or a gun for that matter. And to just add a final little cherry on top, the Honi comes up relatively frequently. In fact, I think it's in the same tier as the Honi, against stuff like Shermans. The Honi is actually pretty much incapable of penetrating the front plate of a Sherman, which is pretty fucking tragic, considering. That's an American. I see you there. I am surprised you didn't die from that. Okay, something shot my allied tank. I am wondering what and where. Aha! Let's get rid of this HE shell I've loaded. Please don't be a Sherman. You're not a Sherman. I still managed to shatter a shell on you, however. God damn it. And now he's not spotted. There you go. Fucking 3 shells on an M8 Scots. Is that alive? No, that's on fire. Good. Alright, still not in a very good position to shoot at much, but hopefully if another tank... No, hello there. I see ya, I see ya. That, however, is a Sherman. I can tell from the fact that I can't fucking penetrate it. That, though, that is not a Sherman. That is a little AA vehicle, and I can penetrate that. Get fucked. Is that where your turret is? Yep, that is exactly where your turret is. Get dunked on. One of my most satisfying kills ever actually came against a Sherman. No, was it Sherman? Yeah, against a Sherman Jumbo, which has a ridiculous amount of front armor. It is like 110 millimeters plus of front armor, like a tiger front armor, right? Oh, God, I'm getting spotted by somebody. I don't like that. And I was up against it in this fucking thing. I was like, okay, well, I'm dicked. There's not much I can do here. Let's see if I can hit his gun, right? And I managed to hit his gun at just such a ridiculous angle that the shell actually... Ooh, there's another one of you over there. That the shell actually managed to bounce off his gun barrel and down into the fighting compartment, exploding and killing the entire crew instantly. I enjoyed that a great deal, let me tell you. I'm expecting to take 75mm shells to the face any second now. That shattered. I need to go for his gun. That shattered. He does not shatter on me. He has higher fire, mate. Let's try and sneak one. Okay, good. There. That was mildly fucking miraculous. But I'll take it. Okay, anyone else want to come down the highway of fucking death? I hope somebody does. Oh. Never mind. That was an infantry that flanked all the way around. Probably from one of the tanks I just killed. People tend to be petty in these games, just a bit. And so if they get killed in a tank, they'll usually pick up an anti-tank thing and go looking for the tank. I do it too. All the time. And yes, that was in fact an anti-tank squad. So yeah, that was literally somebody I killed. Who was like, well... I'm gonna come hunting you now. Actually, that's multiple people. 1 British, 1 American. You got a spawn point over here somewhere, pretty boy? I bet you do. Might as well put down a mine whilst I'm over here. Hello. Was that an Amerikanischer in the bushes? I think it was. And one behind me, too. 300 points left, and at least I managed to crawl up to a pseudo-respectable place on the scoreboards. Much better. it's a well-known fact in old shooter games that if you simply just put away the extraordinarily heavy weapon that you're carrying and pull out a knife instead, you will move faster. Because the... Damn it. I saw him bounce into that bush there, but... not where he went, evidently. Fuck you, sir. What was on about? Ah, yes, bushes. Never mind, the bushes weren't actually important. Oh, God help me. Never mind the brace thing, then. But please lie down. How on God's good earth am I not hitting you? Why would you crawl in front of me? Screw you, peaky bitch. Little whore is what we call people like that. Well, that hit absolutely nothing. I have been engaged for all of about, 5 seconds. Which means that my primary weapon, the machine gun, is almost out of ammunition. Of course. 8, 10 bullets left. Good. Situation normal. Oh, tank on the hill. Just real careful. Oh, hello. Yeah, I was pretty dead there regardless. Well, if any of you wants to walk past me and kill yourself by doing so, I'd appreciate it. If not, I'll just lie here whilst that tank there looks at me. Thank you. Much appreciated. Ooh, a Thompson, yes. Don't mind at all if I do. And there's the other tank. They do like their tanks today. 11 points left. Right, well, let's see if we can whore out a couple more tank skills. Come on, somebody mark the damn thing so I know where it is. Oh. Something in the way. That's a Sherman, and an angled one too. I probably can't penetrate anything on that thing, but... Nope. Nope. Yep, the Sherman is 1000% immune to my anti-tank, my tank destroyer. This is what I mean when I say that to say that Japan is a poorly balanced nation is simply not true. Because for a nation to be poorly balanced, there has to at least have been an attempt to balance the nation first. They need to give the 75... Like, it's a long-barreled fucking 75. It can't possibly be incapable of penetrating a fucking Sherman. Come on. It's just a Sherman. It's not a fucking jumbo. Either that or give it, like, a really high fire rate, I guess. Or a lot of ammo. Or armor. getting closer to the D4Y, yes. Want the D4Y. Ah, keep forgetting about the whole fortification thingy. You stupid little aircraft. Want stupid little aircraft. How far are we on the grindy thing today? 10,000? Need more points. Oh, it's not even that the... Okay. Let me show you what I mean here, right? For those who are unaware. It's not that the Sherman is like a pay-for-play thing or anything. So, the Horny. So, you start with the Horny 1 here, right? And as far as I can tell, it's got basically the same cannon. But it's an open-top vehicle, which means you can actually get killed by people with pistols, which sucks. Then you get the Horny 3, which has... It says it has a different gun, but from what I've been experienced, it's just about the same. It's not very... more powerful or anything. Still 25mm of armor, which is nothing. Recoilless rifles will smash right fucking through you, and you are an absolute joke to any actually, handheld anti-tank weapon or explosive packs or anything like that. That's a Tier 3 Battle Rating 3 vehicle. The Americans get their first Sherman here, which is at the beginning of Tier 3 as a Tier 3 vehicle. That is 51 and 76mm of armor with a 75mm cannon, which performs as well and fires faster and goes up against enemy vehicles with maximum, I think, 50mm of armor. This then gets even better with the M4A2, which has 63mm of frontal armor, and then gets truly ridiculous, of course, with the Jumbo with 177mm of frontal armor. There is literally no tank in the Japanese arsenal, except for this, not really this one either, that can even hope to penetrate it, as your premier heavy tank is an open-top half-track with a stripped-down 75mm cannon. Oh boy. Aye, it is, it hurts. It really does. It really does hurt. Actually, I'm in the mood for a little bit of pain. I'm in the mood for a little bit of pain today. Now, I will say, I think, is that the... Is it? I can't quite tell. But the next Japanese tank is kind of cute, because it has a 120mm naval destroyer cannon on it, which is quite adorable. No, it isn't. That's the next one after that again. Oh, hello there. Right, tank. Let's see if I can get around it before it blows up my buddy. Oh, God. At least they could have made the turretless tank destroyer a little, nippy. They could have given it an overpowered engine or something. But no. Alright, he actually managed to kill it, I think. Yes, he did. Well, good job there. That means that I don't get anything to shoot at, which is a little bit sad, but good job nevertheless. Probably don't want to go too far ahead, because I will just get smacked, but... I also need something to shoot at. Oh, I am so dead. Yep. I am so dead. Oh, God, I can't even back up here. Fucking just hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. And no, by the way, this vehicle also does not have a machine gun on it either. They didn't even bother mounting a fucking MG on the thing. And so when an infantry dude comes up against you, you're even more helpless. I hate the Honey. The Honey is a fucking joke. An unironic fucking joke of a tank. Awful anti-tank. Like, armor, the equivalent of a fucking scout car. An awful underpowered engine. And no machine gun. one wonders why people hate the Japanese so much. You're gonna get that. I'm gonna try and guard your ass. Yeah, they've got a tank looking at us. And they blew up the door, so I can't even close it now. I would like to exit that window, video game. Could you please let me? No. Okay, then. Right. Well, fucking excuse me, I guess. That was an interesting direction he came from. Is there a spawn point over here? No? I saw you there, little sniper buddy. Screw you, and give me that. Look, Ma. I'm a motherfucking sniper now. And yes, that was a heavy machine gun. There you go. Fuck your gun. Look, mother, I have become American Sniper. That's probably a machine gun, tank-mounted machine gun. Ah, of course. I should have known, because I shot him, and so of course he would be just sitting there waiting for me to pop back up again with his own sniper rifle, of course. There's not really a whole lot of point in me being here. Let's see if I can find some way to make a nuisance of myself. I'll just put that there to annoy whoever is unfortunate enough to happen across it. And apparently they're not attacking here now. Swap kill. Like I said, there are certain things... He didn't fucking notice. Well, that was mildly amusing. Like, I'm just gonna build my little spawn point here, hammer. What is that rapid firing coming up behind me? I don't know, buddy. You should concentrate on your construction, my dude. Your construction is, oh shit. Alright, come here. I got a knife. Thank you. And that too. Danke. Or, more correctly, arigatou gozaimasu. Right. Any more, yeah? Are you sick of coming over here? They do seem like they might have gotten sick of coming over here. Oh. Oh. Yep, that's, oh, hey. Damn it. Okay, well, I mean, that was a pretty decent amount of kills, so I'm not too annoyed. Yeah, it doesn't look like we'll be... Yep, we will not be stopping that one. Really? Again, you somehow managed to get me, even though you're getting stunned by the flamethrower. Motherfucking little piece of shit. Sometimes I do hate other people a lot. Sometimes I wish other people would... Fucking Christ. Okay, doke. They are... Oh my god. That never happens to me. I never get the flamethrower on the first fucking shot like that. Aye. Annoying. Because it does actually cause your entire view to start swimming and shit, but apparently fucking not to everyone. Lucky little bastards. The Japanese LMG is not particularly well suited to this sort of work, but sometimes you do get lucky. Ah, a noob tuber. There's a lot of noob tubers around. See, another cute little thing is that the developers decided to hand out a lot of rifle grenade launchers. The problem with the rifle grenade launcher is that it's basically a ginormous rocket launcher now, because it's way too accurate and fires way too fast. They've also decided to put it into certain campaigns where the opposite side doesn't really have much in the way of similar weaponry, which has caused a little bit of a noob tube arms race, where everyone tries to flock to getting as many noob tubes on their team as possible. I'm very happy that not everyone has unlocked them yet, because they are a fucking pain to deal with. I missed the Garand already. At least the upgraded... yep, I'm hearing the sound of a noob tube in the distance. I'm hearing the sound of multiple noob tubes in the distance. Let's not stand in front of the giant, very easily spottable opening. I feel like I was hitting that guy, but apparently not. Gotcha, bitch. How does it feel to be the ones getting flanked for once, huh? American filth. Gotcha. Darth Gamer 6. I am sorry, Darth Gamer 6, but your name was incredibly unoriginal, and you've been banned from Enlisted because of it. Forever. A harsh, but fair sentence, in my opinion. Screw you. Was that a... Oh, no, it's our tank. Okay, I was wondering. Alright. Calm, relaxed, control shots. It is the only way to get fucking anything out of the hay rifle. Even the upgraded variants. See, with many other semi-automatics, you can actually just kind of shoot. And it works out pretty well. Because most of the other semi-automatics are pretty accurate. And they've got usually at least 8 rounds. Sometimes even 10, which is brilliant, of course. But the hay, with only 5 rounds, and with 5 underpowered rounds to boot, you gotta take your fucking time. And if you don't take your time, you're just kind of going to, you know, not kill anything. Ever. Which is annoying. And it also gives the enemy an excellent opportunity to just, you know, fucking kill you. Which is also a bit sad. This is an uncomfortable position to be in, as I am completely out in the open. Hey. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be living through this. With the Grand, panic firing is a fairly valid option because each bullet is likely to be able to kill a person it hits. Plus, accurate. And 8 rounds. God, you do not understand how much you miss those extra 2 rounds until you're forced to use the hay rifle for an extended period of time. Seems they've managed to set back up their 50 cal again. Where is that piece of shit thing exactly? I mean, I kind of presume our 120mm fucking naval artillery tank gun just homed in on it and evaporated it pretty much immediately. Hope so. That was a cheeky shot. By straining my eyes and just barely noticing a slight color differential, there are Americans over there. The Japanese eyesight is legendarily poor. No, you. That reminds me, I do need to set up spawn points and build, you know, covers for people, because that is literally my objective and stuff. Why so passive, little Americans? Why have you elected to sit back so far? I wish I had some high explosives on hand. I do not. Hehe. It feels like this has kind of been going on repeat, doesn't it? To begin with, we've got a decent amount of, you know, back and forth, pushy, push, push. Then, as the attacking side begins losing momentum, the attacking players start giving up. And then things kind of slow to a crawl. You've been sitting there a while, haven't you? It's like, yes. Alright, let's set up a few barricades then, just so I can try and get that dumbass objective underway. See, it's not truly important that the barracks be in places that make sense or anything. That's not what necessary. What is important is that the barracks are in places where your friends have to go. Because that way, they are basically kind of forced to. Oh, yeah, that's the tank. That tank is just grinding us for kills right now because it's standing over there just shooting endlessly into this one spawn point. Which, if I manage to get up a few sandbags, I can actually try to reduce that a little bit. The important part is just that allies need to have to stand behind them. And okay, let's get a tank and see if I can deal with some of it. Can I see you from here? I can! Lovely. I don't quite remember where you were, apparently. Or that... No, there he is. Is he behind something? Because that should have hit. Yep, he's got to be behind something. Okay. I'll just... yeah, he's shooting back at me, too. Okay, we can both see each other, but only he's lucky enough to sneak a shot through whatever is in between us, I seems. Alright, well, let's not sit there and invite another hit. That would be silly. There's... That is not a tank. I think that's an anti-tank gun, maybe? I don't know. There's something. He moved up, and, well, I can't actually hurt him from that angle, so never mind. Ah, you truly are a terrible tank. This is why it's a lot of fun of playing the Americans when you're up against the Japanese, because normally you can absolutely one-sidedly massacre them. Ooh, thank you. A shotgun, eh? Oh. That's quite cute, I appreciate it. It's a very nice gift, very thoughtful. I wonder if I'll get to use it. Ooh! Nice! Oh, I'm liking this. Hey. That's a lovely little gift. I wish the Japanese had shotguns. Okay, the way it fucking bucks is a bit, you know, missed, bitch. Is a bit off-throwing, but okay, that's pretty nice. See, I figured the shotgun would probably be pretty cool, for the extraordinarily simple reason that the Japanese don't get shotguns. That tends to be an excellent indication that it's good. The artillery will clear the way, and then I'm going to go and sit up on over on that little island there. Oh boy, okay. Mm-hmm. Ooh. That's a lot of Americans. Oh, hey, rifle. Oh, hey, rifle. Oh, fucking hey, rifle. I hate you. I hate you too much to fucking explain. Any other weapon in the entire fucking video game. Any other weapon but the hay rifle. Oh, the hay rifle. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh, I despise you. I do not have words. Oh. It's a fucking musket. That's what it is. It is unironically a fucking musket. That is what the hay rifle is. Somebody is pretending that it's some form of rifle or something. There is nothing rifle-y about the hay rifle. That tank is still just shooting shells in here. I mean, I can hardly blame him. It's probably getting him about a ridiculous amount of kill. I'm pretty sure the guy with the 86 kills there is, probably an... Ah, yeah, that's the guy. That's the wallet warrior right there. So, that is the Calliope. That one's a pay-to-play vehicle, and it is fucking broken. Not only does it have the same armor protection of a Sherman, which is significant in this game, particularly against the Japanese, but it also has a massive rack of enormous fucking super effective missiles, or rockets, more correctly, that it can pump out and do enormous damage. And the best part is, the Germans got an equipment, like, oh god, Sometimes, this development team. The Germans got an equivalent of this, except their equivalent was the Stuka Sufus, the armored car, basically, equivalent. The APC. It dies to anything. And that's fine. Okay, you've got an incredibly powerful weapon, but you've got no armor. Right, that's balanced. So why exactly did the Americans get the exact same incredibly devastating weapon, but on a heavily armored platform? The Enlisted developers simply shrugged and continued making incredibly poor balancing decisions. Honestly, it's probably because the Germans were beating the shit out of the Americans at the time, on like all of the scoreboards, and so that was their way to try to make them beat the shit out of them a little bit less. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised in the slightest if that was actually the case. I do miss the old campaign system a little bit. See, in the old campaign system, you would only fight against stuff that was, you know, relatively equivalent to your own. So there were no Shermans fighting the Japanese. There were M8 Scots and Stuarts, which is, you know, on par with what the Japanese had at the time, which was 47mm Hargos, etc. Now the Shermans make everybody very sad indeed. I am so close to the little aircraft. So very close. And then all that awaits me is an even longer grind for the next aircraft. But then finally I'll have proper aircraft for the Japanese, because good help me. The B5N2 and the A6M2 Ryzen, oi, they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. See, the issue with the Zero is that the Zero is actually a pretty damn good aircraft, yeah, for its time. It's a pretty damn good aircraft for 1933. It's not a very good aircraft for now. Also, if you'll excuse me, I will be right back as I bring a pastry out of the fridge. We have started. Oh, this map. Oh, this map. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Yes, indeed. This can be a slaughter. And it can also be just really terrible. I guess we're about to find out which one it's gonna be today, eh? Let's begin optimistically, shall we? See, I've had times on this map where I've set up a machine gun right here, and it has performed beyond well. And there has also been times where I've set up a machine gun here and it has performed extraordinarily poorly. Oh, they see me now. See, the trick is to play with them a little bit, and then, once they start realizing where you are, you fuck off for a little bit and go do something else. Then you return to your heavy machine gun and you continue killing them. Also, this is a perfect spot to put this happy spawn points. And that was a lot of kills for the enemy. I have a sneaking suspicion that we might have a lot of bots on our team. Who knows? The easiest way to tell if you've got a lot of bots on your team is if all of your team are standing directly on top of the objective. That tends to be a good indicator, because the bot's script on defense is very simplistic. It is run forward. No, you should not have my machine gun. It is my machine gun for a reason, you filthy American pig dogs. Really? Oh, come on. Fucking bitch. I just built that. I just built that. Die, whore. Well, that was profitable. I hear the sound of a... Ow. Fascist mortar. Oh, hi! Fascist mortar over here. Drop the anti-personnel mine while you're at it. You've spent all of the ammunition and you haven't reloaded. This, I hate. Oh, God. I hate when the AI does this. When they use up virtually all of the ammo in the magazine and they don't reload. Oh. It is pet peeve number 1 in this video game. Like, sir, I've used all of my ammunition. Oh, that's great. Have you reloaded? No. Why not? Big, fat, and dumb, that's why. Well, at least you're honest. Damn, we actually lost a point. Will this be the first loss of the night? I think so. I'm worried that we've got a lot of bots on this team, because I'm noticing my entire team is just kind of sitting directly on top of the point. See, I get what the developers are trying to do with that. They're like, well, you know, being on the point is pretty useful. Yeah, you're correct. You're right on that. The only issue is that you also have given, of course, the enemy access to, artillery strikes, which they use frequently. And so whenever they actually just, bomb you, they get like 30 AI kills. I don't have an AA weapon on this one, do I? No, I don't. Don't tell me you... No, okay, good. I would have been a little miffed if he had managed to fucking kill my goddamn spawn point already. Oh, that's enemy artillery. Big Dog American's located. Jesus. That was some pixel hunting. And or console player. I find console players in particular in this game to be mildly aggravating because since they have the auto-aim assist, you can often see them just literally scanning the landscape in front of them. Because, of course, their aim will slightly snap to things. Which is why you can sometimes see them after on a kill cam just slowly panning their weapon back and forth. Very amusingly. Or simply a PC player with everything set on minimum. I think I hate those more, because consoles have an excuse, you know? You're playing with the baby assist on because you decided to purchase a console, which means you have brain damage. And if you've got brain damage, your actions can be excused far more easily than others. Whereas if you're playing on low graphics, well then, you're just a horrible human being. And hopefully, you will be repaid for all of your cruel and vile acts in the deepest and darkest pits of hell. And we're talking biblical hell, too. No has-been hotel hell for you. No. No singing demon girls of questionable morality. Just the more aggressive ones. Yeah. Here's... Why are you outside the window? It started very well for the Americans. Oh, snipers too. God. Snipers. I do hate snipers as well. For some reason, I assumed the house that we were building a spawn point in was safe. That was a silly assumption of me to make, clearly. You do actually have sniper squads in this game. I never use them. I hate people who use them, because I view the snipers in this game as just a pure, unadulterated, unequivocal drain on the team in general. Because you're not going to get a whole lot of kills, you don't have a whole lot of assaulting potential. The sniper rifle is almost exclusively just to make the act of getting a few more kills for yourself easier. And in a game where the entire purpose is again to capture objectives, merely making it slightly easier for yourself to get kills, which are, at the end of the day, utterly fucking irrelevant, is a terrible, 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 terrible abuse. Many agree with me on this, and they're all wrong. Every last single solitary mother-humping one of them. Absolutely all of them. I wish you could replenish mines. That would be fun. American ship. Somebody found one of my mines, which means there are bad people in the house. Let's see if I can find them. That's not a bad person, that's a Japanese person. Bad American. Bad. 26 bullets left. Not ideal. 23 bullets left. Even less ideal. I hear a spawn point. Hello, friend. Oh, you got it. Good job. I thought I heard another one. Ooh, another one of these. I do like these. Sometimes in the random grab bag of enemy dropped weaponry, you will get shit. Sometimes you'll get something cute. It might not be good. Yeah, let's not go stand in front of that window, shall we? It seems like a bad idea overall. Come on, Americans. Do something. Hi. Wait. I can do something! Is that a fucking... I think that's a jumbo. Okay, well that is not going to do anything to a jumbo. Nope, it is not going to do a damn fucking thing, and I'm going to get executed by the video game for daring to try and fight against the enemy. Like, how dare you? That enemy is gray zoning. He's spawn camping, don't you understand? You must give him his right and privilege to sit there, in complete safety, bombing you. Why, video game, why? And now I'm feeling a bit petty. Now I want to see if I can go over there and get him again. There you are. I think he's rather expertly grey lining it too, which is damnably annoying. He's just deep enough in. Hey! Brilliant. And fuck you very much. God, if only all the... Hello! Oh well, thank you very fucking much for that. I appreciate it. It's the first time I've killed 18 dudes with a fucking bazooka. Oh, wait, that didn't... that didn't destroy the truck? Why did I... Come on, I shot the truck with a fucking rocket. For some reason, I expected the truck to be dead when I turned my back to it. Apparently, that was a very silly thing to assume. I don't know, I guess the splattered intestines of all of the men that died inside of it would have provided... Let's set it on fire? Does that do anything? No. Okay. Boom. Yay. Alright, fire might not have worked, but hand grenades did. What the? Of course. You've taken the point. You're supposed to be rushing forward now. No. What I wouldn't do for a level 2 flamethrower. One flamethrower kind of sucks. Right, can we roast anybody else's ass whilst we're over here? Hi. Jesus, you know you're on the offense, right? You can't be... Sometimes. So, yes, I know we're attacking, but I actually quite enjoy sitting here, crouched in this motherfucking doorway. Damn, okay, well, he got a lot of kills. And apparently my entire squad died somewhere behind me. Oh, okay. Truck, dumbasses. I adore this point here in particular. Like, this is a brilliant example of video game defensive logic, where we are supposed to be defending that objective down there, the objective down in that gully right there. We have dug a bunch of trenches in a dip in the terrain where we cannot see a damn thing that is coming at us from any direction. We have voluntarily created a defensive position that makes it harder for us to defend the point. It would be tragic if it wasn't also so incredibly classic. I don't like this point. I kind of want them to take this point. I hate this fucking point. I really do like their tanks today. To be fair, the next point is actually worse. And the point after that is not actually that bad. It's almost something you can deal with. There was only one guy on that. Very disappointing. And due to the enemy's remarkable superiority in tanks, they can kind of, you know, sit on the points very effectively and just kind of continuously shell it. Whereas the poor Japanese don't really have quite that luxury. You shouldn't have peeked. Interesting. That was a lovely example of the server lag right there, where you see his bullets emerge out of the wooden logs and then begin hitting me. Because sometimes what's happening on somebody else's screen is not necessarily happening on yours. It's all Lord 57 becomes a member. Thank you very much, sir. Infantry War Thunder. Yeah, kinda. I wouldn't be that mean to it. Like, War Thunder is worse than this game, in my opinion. This is better. Really? That's too close. I'm sure. I feel like that's not really that close, but I'll just tuck you away. Over here. And I really think I need to go tank hunting again. As I can't help but notice, yes, 102 kills. Someone on the enemy team is having a lot of fun killing our bots. And I'd rather they didn't. I was about to say, it sounds like I've unfortunately already got enemies up there, though. Oh, hey, rifle. Fuck, I hate you so much. Oh, God, the hay rifle. And that leaves me with no anti-tank weaponry, as the tank is right fucking there. You know, you probably shouldn't stick your head out of your tank. It's very foolish. And no, by the way, despite the demands of countless people, you cannot pick up dropped special weaponry. You cannot pick up a anti-tank launcher that one of your dudes have dropped. Which is very fun. Well, that guy is trying to cause as much havoc as possible. 3, 4, 5, and boom. Yeah. Really? Okay, sure. I mean, that seemed like it exploded pretty much on top of you, but if you say so, video game. In fact, I'm pretty sure that rested on top of your tank before it exploded. Yeah. And he killed my entire squad. None of my AI even returned fire. Fucking brilliant. A wonderful example of a good old-fashioned swap death, too. Okay, one of the most annoying things when you die, your control switches over to a member of your squad. But unfortunately, this does not happen instantly. It takes like a second before you regain control over the next member of your squad. This is a strategy that you need to learn to abuse the fuck out of, incidentally. Basically, you want to try and shoot the player character in the enemy team. Because if you can shoot the player character, then his squad will stop moving for a second as he begins trying to switch over to another men in his squad. If you then manage to shoot the next guy in line and just continue to shoot the next guy in line like that, you can permanently basically stun an entire squad until you've wiped it all out. It requires a little bit of luck and judgment, and basically telling like who's moving the jerkiest to pick out the AI from the players, etc. But it is absolutely a very, very, very viable strategy. And frustrating. Oh god, frustrating as fuck. That did not destroy that gun, apparently, which is mighty annoying. And they die. Okay. What? A mortar? Really? Where? How? Where exactly did that mortar come from? Must have literally fallen in through the roof, I guess. Listen, one of these days, this'll work. Fuck. That looked pretty good, too. $388 points. Not impossible. Honestly, I'm surprised we managed to get 200 points off them in the grotto. The grotto is usually just a complete fucking one-way drive. The grotto is usually lost with the enemy gaining points rather than losing it. Okay, hello. Hello, little tanky. Hello, little tanks. Yeah. I think I should have waited, but I'm pretty sure the next guy actually saw me there, so I didn't want to wait. I wanted to shoot at least one of the tanks. Because the other guy seemed like he just stopped suddenly. Fuck your truck in particular. And this would have been a lovely moment to actually, you know, have the anti-tank squad, but nope. God, I wish you could bring multiple anti-tank squads. That would be so fucking good. Like, I think the Japanese should get a special dispensation to bring multiple anti-tank squads, because they don't have any other anti-tank. It's not like they can, what, bring a tank? Fuck no. They don't have any tanks. They've got armored scout cars with slightly large guns. That's about the extent of the, Hi! Well, that was sudden. The Japanese should get, like, at least 2 anti-tank squads. Fucking Christ. How many squads were fucking in there? Alright, well, at least 2 anti-tank squads. Alright, this point is a bit of a nightmare, because there really isn't any, you know, area in front of it at all. Like, literally, your supposed defensive area, there is none. There is a hill in front of you. There is no defense. There's no field of fire. Like, this is the... No, there's one map, there's one point that is even worse than this on the entire game. And it's also a Japanese defensive map, mind you. But there's only one map that is worse than this point. And I have never been able to hold it, so... We'll see about today. That tank is just kind of cutting us down as we spawn, because, again, we don't have anything to fucking kill it with. Okay, they're going on a hard flank to start shooting us from the side. I preferred it if they didn't. That was an atrocious little piece of aiming right there. What the fuck am I being... Oh, it's another tank, isn't it? Yes. It fucking is. All hail splash damage. And the tank is still sitting there, cutting us down. We are doing a lot of damage to them, so just keep getting on the points. We do have a very close spawn point, which is nice. I think that tank finally died. Thank Jesus. And they did get on our flank, of course they did. 7. Bomb that house to fucking smithereen. All these points. You have to charge into a fucking cul-de-sac, too. Like, the defending side needs to charge into an area that the offensive side has surrounded. Oh, what a nightmare. Four bullets left. Doesn't matter. 33 points left. It does not matter. Kill, die, 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 die. Dying is fun. Dying is good. Dying is good. Just so long as our parade of corpses can keep the Americans off the point. That is all that matters. Prioritize the one on the point. Don't give a fuck about the one on my flank. I don't give a shit about dying. Dying is irrelevant. Keeping point is important. Dying is irrelevant. Just be on point. Only thing that matters. Casualties do not matter. The Japanese gameplay. Run, die, die, run again. Die, live, die. Die, live, live, die. Mostly die. Sometimes live. Briefly. Occasionally. Victory. 122 kills. Not bad for doing nothing but infantry. And I got my plane. My happy little plane. My happy little plane. Plane. Purchase plane. I don't know if it's a very good plane. I'm not sure about that. I don't think it actually has any guns. But It's my plane now. And I'm used to Japanese stuff being kind of shitty, okay? I have long since accepted my role in that. You know, a secondary weapon slot is really fucking tempting for these bastards. But it seems retarded to bring an LMG just to, you know, not use the LMG. Ah, look at it. It carries a 500-kilogram bomb. Its offensive weaponry is 2 fucking machine guns. Okay, well, that's something. It's not much of something. Not much of anything, but it's a weapon. Here, you can have that. It's just been lying around there anyways. Why not? Old Shirley's anti-personnel mine? You know, that's... And a medikit. I want to try my new plane now. So Jard says, I've been playing Homeworld Capitalism while listening. Have you considered doing a Homeworld lore dump with the game coming out in a few months? Can't say I have. Oh, I need my rewards too. Yay. Bear pussies. Which is the official term for the weird hat with the flaps on it, incidentally. Meh. I'm not as enthused by Homeworld 3 as I was hoping I would be. Toy Story 5 gets a release date. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I feel like Toy Story 5. I don't think that needs to exist. Homeworld lore. They went from home. Homeworld. I'm sure there's more than that. I'd have to research it, which takes a lot of time. Incidentally, if you do play Enlisted, you can feel free to add me to your friends list as well, and we can maybe play together if I play this game again on stream, which I might. It is a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. D4Y is the 2.3 battle rating plane in War Thunder, 2.7 7mm time machine guns, and a Type 92 7.7. Yeah, God damn it. Ugh, fuck. And the worst part is, I want to point out, the offensive armament of the enemy aircraft, the main enemy aircraft you're going to be running into here is still the P-38 Lightning with 20mm cannons and 50 cals and 6 rockets. I mean, the Japanese need to wait until tier fucking 4. And what is their grand reward for waiting all this time? A single 500-pound bomb. Hey, all right. I mean, that's... The bomb size is fine, right? It's not a bad bomb load. One 500-kilogram bomb, not amazeballs by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, you've got the German tier 4, the is it the 188, JU 188? Oh god, don't tell me you can't. Oh, come on. Can you not take off from the fucking carrier? Are you actually too fat and slow to make a carrier take off? You are. God help me, why don't I... Oh yeah, and by the way, just in case you didn't know, the enemy aircraft get an air start as well, which is why he managed to do that to me, because he was already in the air by the time I was taking off from the carrier, which apparently I can't even fucking take off from properly. Well, welcome to the Japanese gameplay experience. I'd like at least to get my fucking bomb off, please. Thank you. Kill something. Alright, nice. That's something. At least I killed something, you know, that's good. Enemies now firing small arms at me. I don't blame them. They need... Oh, the Japanese need something better. Like, the P-38 Lightning out... I think the P-38 Lightning is like a tier 3 or 2 or something, and it just devastatingly outclasses even the Zero by one fuck of a margin. In terms of speed, in terms of, like, engine capacity, in terms of climb rate, in terms of weaponry, in terms of literally everything. And it's a ground attacker, too, to boot. That is possibly the worst part. Okay, let's see if I can... This is a very quick landing, but if I can catch the arrestor hook, I can. There you go. Brilliant. Right, a second lease on life. Flaps, takeoff. Alright, let's engage the brakes this time. We're going to try and rem up the engine before we take off, because apparently I don't have enough energy in this thing. Oh, Jesus. Well, it didn't let me brake properly. Let's see. Falling. Falling. I need more airspeed. Retract gear. Falling. Still falling. Still falling. Rising. Fucking Christ, this fat-ass piece of shit can barely get off the carrier. Jesus. Alright, okay. I've built up enough airspeed now to be able to climb, you know, above fucking tree level. At least. Sweet baby Jesus. This thing needs an air start. This thing needs an air start. Bad. Okay, there was a tank over there. I wish I had the altitude to spot it. Where is it? I think it's over there somewhere. There it was. No, too late. Just drop the bomb, hope I get something. Nothing. Alright, climb the fuck out. Let's get some elevation. Hoping that it's another P-38 slotting into my ass right now. Okay, right. 5 minutes after takeoff, I have finally reached a speed where I can sustainably make my aircraft go up in the air. This is good. Ghostman says, "Hey Art, why with Lotter everyone came out, but with 40k it's only you?" I'm not sure I follow. Oh, this is looking like my first loss of the day, too, because I'm not on the ground to carry everybody. I'm not sure I follow, Ghostman. So, what am I... Oh, God, it is actually just 2 forward-firing machine guns. Whew. Right, I'm not over-blessed with offensive weaponry. Okay, there's the tank. Right, my best chance of being useful here is just concentrating on dealing with enemy armor. That's my best chance of being worthwhile something. So that is what I am intending to do. That looked pretty good. Yep. See, aircraft in this game, I love the aircraft in this game, because if you're playing with somebody particularly and you're communicating with them, they can call out tanks to you. And what was that? Yeah, that was an enemy intercept. I didn't even hear him coming and he one-shotted me. They can call out enemy tanks to you, and you can actually just be ground support, basically, which is very, very valuable. Like, if you've got somebody who's actually spotting targets for you, calling them out and being like, okay, we need bombing over here, there's a tank over here, etc. The air support is incredibly valuable. Without it, it's a bit more difficult to be, like, super useful, because you are taking away somebody that is already on the ground. Ah, fucking hay rifle. I know I was shooting in the right direction, but fucking hay rifle. Which means there's one less squad actually fighting, of course. Now, for many of the other factions as well, you can also engage in air superiority, of course. If you're playing the Americans, for example, there is no reason whatsoever to not use the P-38 Lightning as just a straight-up interceptor. None. Like, it will kick the shit out of anything in the sky if you know how to handle it. And if you're up against the Japanese, oh fucking lord, you outclass every single Japanese aircraft by a mile. And at that point, plus the ability, of course, to carry out effective strafing runs with your rockets, you can both kill enemy infantry, you can kill enemy aircraft, you can kill enemy tanks. The P-38 Lightning can deal with every single threat on the battlefield. I wish the Japanese had something even fucking half as good. But I suppose that would make the Americans cry, so...
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Oh, I can hear the noob tubing. Listen. It's the sound of a noob tube. There must be Americans nearby. That is unironically true. The Americans use a lot of noob tubes. Okay, well, I downed him. I don't think I killed him. The AI can see you through foliage, by the way. And the AI will react based upon basically a threat rating counter. So every time you move or you fire or anything like that, that will build aggro in all bots within a certain radius. If you build enough aggro, the bots will fucking headshot you through a forest. Which is mildly interesting, intriguing indeed. Other times, it seems almost impossible to get the bots to notice you. There are times when I have walked into a room and killed everyone in it without a single bot turning to face my way. On like 10 plus kills, just like bang, 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 without any of the bots noticing. There was even a meta for a while where people would go into rooms with knives because knives made the least sounds, and they would just not aggro the bots at all. Which was retarded, but functional, you know? I can hear a spawn point around here. Oh, hi! How on Jesus' good fucking ballsack did that miss? Video motherfucking game! How the... Okay, well, at least I got this fucking spawn point, but what the... Hey, rifle! Oh, you hurt me! You hurt me so bad! You hurt me, and it's repeatedly, too. Like, the abuse just doesn't fucking end with the hay rifle, does it? Oh, my God. Okay. Thank you for that support there, buddy. The pain, the abuse does not end. Every time you think you get a handle on the hay rifle, it literally goes, hey, and then fucks you. And that's what the hay rifle does. It goes, hey, fucks you. Hay rifle. I hope Mr. Hay, who I presume to be the inventor of the hay rifle, just goes to hell. Again, just really, just... And again, not has-been hotel, okay, hell. Not even like hell of a boss hell, which is a little shittier, but still pretty okay. Just full on fuck them in the ass until they cry hell. Seriously. Okay, maybe the designer of the weapon doesn't deserve that, but the person who put it in this game most certainly goddamn does. And see, now it's behaving itself. now it's behaving itself because it knows that it can't disappoint me unless it also gives me a little bit of what I want on occasion too, you know? See? 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 This fucking piece of shit gun. I hate this gun. See, it does that. It's like, oh hey, you're shooting at a pixel halfway across the map. Boom, headshot. Don't you like me? And then you're 5 feet in front of an American and you unload half your magazine into them and the bullets just kind of whiz past. The hay rifle deserves to burn. It just really does. Ooh. My luck with the fucking goddamn awful fucking flamethrower has been so fucking bad today. Good God. Ah, really? Okay, well, I mean, P-38 Lightning. I know there's a spawn point down there, and I wish to kill it, even if I need to use my fucking samurai sword to go do it. The samurai sword is not a very good weapon. I would not recommend using it unironically. But it is nice to have the option. Huh, really? I guess they just fucking walked that whole way then, huh? Right, well, I have decided that I am going to do what you always do to me and just sit on your fucking rear supply lines. Calling you gay, as I do. Oh, of course. Of course you'd have a tank back there. I wish the Americans would have fewer tanks. Probably a sentiment shared by all of the Axis factions, if I'm to be honest. Why is that truck still alive? God help me. Why is that truck still alive? Why have they not destroyed that truck? It's like, you know that's what allowing people to continuously spawn directly behind you all the time, right? You know, resulting in shit like that happening. Well, we's Americans. We don't care. We're just enjoying our tanks, that's all. Herbert Canumera, 10 euros, thank you very much. Yo, old man, I don't know if you like Weeb games or not, but try Grand Blue Fantasy. Relink, it's solid fire or it's solid fire throughout, and it has some nice looking characters. Please, I'm begging you, it is fire. I did look at it. I think I am going to probably buy it. That'll be a nice little game for myself to enjoy in peace and quiet. Ah, Jesus. You are a terrible little aircraft. Did you, is this? What is this? Is that the... It is. Huh. You leveled up on your first outing. That was surprisingly quick. Normally it takes about 7 years for anything to actually, you know, level up around here. What are your upgrades? Feels like drag... Oh god, does it need that? Stereo lift stabilizer, yep. It needs that. Overall structural strength, empty mass, plus or minus 5. Structural strength 9. Engine power, holy shit, yes. Yeah, it needs those things. Too bad I can't get them until, you know, about another 52 matches or something. But it does need those things. I do agree. Whew. Right, that is enough Japanese suffering for today. Goddamn Japanese. Of course you picked the Japanese. Of all the fucking factions in this game, the Japanese. The goddamn Japanese. Goddamn sad little fucking Japanese. Again, if I decide to stream this again, which I might, username up here. You can add me to your friends list if you so choose, and next time I'll try to see if there's anybody online that I can invite on as well. That sounds like it'll be fun. And if you're shit, I'll kick you. Simple. Have a good day, chat.